Previous month I made a video where I took revenge on pesky little bike thieves and I enjoyed it so much I wanted to go bigger and better. And you guys also seem to like it a lot, so here I am back again. I hope you're ready to see some larcenous men regret their decisions. Or women. Or both. Anyways, let's go. The first thing I have to do is deciding what mechanism I want to use, and you guys left a lot of amazing ideas. The first idea is installing a 12-inch blade into the seat. 12 inches? Remember, I don't live in the USA. I live in this tiny country where there are more laws and regulations than the amount of your income going to taxes here. Run 10,000 volts through the bike frame. That just wouldn't even give the thief time to regret his mistake. A bike that falls into two pieces. The mechanism is a bit more ambitious and complicated than the previous one, and at this point I don't even know if it's gonna work. The idea is to have a remote that activates a piston that pushes the bike into two pieces. So I bought an electric bike for 50 bucks that looks like it survived World War II. I pulled the bike in two pieces and spent days and days cleaning, repairing, measuring, replacing, spray painting and ordering parts from my sponsor PCBway. PCBway is a one-stop shop for engineers, wannabe engineers or even the average Joe. With their wide assortment of custom printed circuit boards, CNC machine parts or 3D printed parts, you could make any idea a reality without the need for machines that cost more than a car. For this part I just uploaded the 3D model, chose the material and customized the specifications, and before I knew it, it arrived at my doorstep. These strong stainless steel parts fit perfectly to hold the bike together and they can easily handle the force of the piston. If you don't have a cool guy with a 3D printer in your family, no problem. PCBway got you covered for an affordable price so you can make that oddly specific part a reality. A big thanks to PCBway for sponsoring this video, and without them this mechanism wouldn't have been possible. So make sure to check them out via the link in my description. The last thing I had to do was making the electrical mechanism by emptying the battery and inserting my cooler and more useful stuff instead. I made a lamp to check if I'm close enough and to flex my wiring skills, and of course the piston, which I connected to the big red D button, which probably stands for death in my case. I gave the bike a whole makeover to make it look as stealable as possible and tested the red button. Let's go to Antwerp. So we arrived in Antwerp and I'm just adding the last finishing touches and then we can go catch some thieves. The first place we put the bike was in the middle of a crowded bus station right in the city center while waiting in a nearby cafe. But even though thousands of people passed by, nothing really happened. Maybe the spot was a little too crowded or maybe the thief spawn rate is lower during the day. So we went back a few hours later when it was dark and picked a perfect spot. We're currently sitting at the central station in Antwerp and a lot of traffic is passing by. I hope we don't have to wait too long. So I tried again the next night.
3 hours later.
We still haven't got lucky. I did get my daily dose of tweakers who keep saying the world is going to shit, and not gonna lie, I can't blame them. But yeah, it's getting cold. It's like 1 AM at night and it's freezing. So I'm gonna go home and I also gotta pee. Dia dos no pasa nada. But I really expected my bike to vanish quicker than my ad revenue on the previous video. Okay, something's gotta be wrong. An unlocked electric bike in the middle of the city at night and it's still standing there after 5 hours? Impossible. So I stumbled upon a guy who knows an alleged ex-bike thief and he agreed to give me some tips and tricks for 10 bucks. Yo man. Ja. Waar zou je die het beste zetten? Of waar is zo echt een heel aantrekkelijke plek?
Een plek waar er veel mensen komen, maar dan gaan we toch ergens in het zwijspaadje waar het past. Want ja, je wilt natuurlijk niet zien worden.
Dus niet echt in het midden van de markt of zo.
Ja, maar ik heb er niet echt van de markt.
Ah, oké. Wat is echt zo, als je zo'n fiets ziet, wat is dan echt zo wat dat jullie overtuigt?
Ja, model eigenlijk. Dus je kunt ook wel meer de nieuwe fietsen.
Mhm.
Die iets duurder zijn.
En zijn er red flags of zo?
Ja, als je toch wel iets meer zegt, bijvoorbeeld een pleitje.
Ja?
Dat zouden wij nooit doen.
Oké. En is dat dan 's nachts of overdag of maakt dat niet veel uit?
Ja, dat is smash natuurlijk.
According to my new alleged insider information, we have to find a side street, preferably next to a main road or a market square, no cameras, not too much foot traffic and with some other bikes nearby. And I think I know the perfect spot. Jij filmt. Ga maar weg, Jan. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic.
Like bro, just sit on the fucking bike.
You don't need to be doing all that. At least the steering wheel hit his toe, but the next thief wasn't so lucky. As it started getting darker, I suddenly saw a suspicious looking guy approaching the bike, and after being on the phone for another 2 minutes in a language I couldn't understand, he took the bait.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Damn, bro. You really fell. There he is. The mechanism still works, so I did a pretty good job at that. After giving a homeless guy 10 bucks, I needed to find a different spot because I was probably all over the bike stealing community's group chat. So I went to Nelson's frat house where a bike was recently stolen actually and found a perfect setup. So I think we found a perfect spot. If we stand outside, we can put the bike over there somewhere and I can just chill inside, and if I see a guy walking to the bike, I can just go out. Ja. Wat zal ik zeggen? Ja. Oh shit, man. I think he's a bit mad. If you guys maybe remember, it's Nelson from the previous video.
Ja.
Ik heb er een gevangen, hè, Jan.
Nee, echt?
Ja, een zotte gast. Of een zatte gast, ja.
Hier?
Ja.
Oh ja. Dat kan toch niet? Ja, hier.
Dat is wie gaat die keibols, sorry.
Dat is je fiets.
Ja. Ja, dat is pak hem gewoon mee. Oh. Where did the chain go? Oh my god. Okay, so it was pretty successful, but the bike is totally wrecked. The mechanism is totally kaput. I think the guy did more damage to the bike than the bike did to the guy, to be honest. Thank you for watching, smash like if you enjoyed it, and if I get 10k likes I'll repair the bike for a third part, or I'll just make a new one. Check out PCBway in the description and follow me on Instagram so I can get verified and ask Misfit Minds for a collab. That's it, see ya!